Okay guys, so we're going to talk about amping. These are what you call amps. These are purple amps. They are for a specific wire gauge. With a purple amp, which is the most common one used, it's basically 22 to 26 gauge. I've actually used them in 19 gauge, but you're not supposed to. But 22 to 26 is the range you're supposed to use them in, which is 22 being the most common gauge out there, right? So when you're amping, you would take your pairs that you need to amp together. Now in this particular case, this is a handheld unit, which isn't quite as accurate as the unit that you can secure. But you basically create two tails like that. You put your amp into your gun, and then you clamp down just like that. So again, same thing on the other side. Put your amp in, put your pairs through, just like that, guide it. So for all intents and purposes, pair 1 is now amped together. Okay? So this is a different method of being able to splice the cable, but at the same time, it's got its uses for sure, right? The one thing that you'll have a lot of difficulty with is if your pairs are extremely short, because you really have to be able to get your pairs down in here in order to give yourself enough space to splice to. So if you have a situation where you have really short pairs, it's going to be extremely tricky to do that. So that's kind of where the Scotch-Lock comes in handy. But that is amping 101 basically. Now when you do a bridge tap, for example, what you would do in this particular circumstance, so if we take pair 2 for example, and then we have pair 2 over here, and then we take pair 2 of our previous drop. Let's just pretend like it's aerial. So if we say that this is our feeder pair, okay, and these are our 2 distribution pairs, then basically what you do is you would take, you put your amp in, so you would put your one pair in on the front side. Let's just do it this way. Put this one on the back side. This pair goes on the front side. And then this pair goes in on the front side on this side. And then you simply amp it as you normally would. And now you've got a bridge tap. Right, so you do the same thing on this side, right, with the pairs. The same thing that we did before. Now for all intents and purposes, pair 2, which is a single pair, is now going down 2 different cables. So that is what a bridge tap looks like.